Hello! Johnny Wizzbeck here, playing Spartacus Legends today. I'm going to try and give it a proper go today since the servers are up, as you can see. So I can actually play it. Like, that is one of the problems with free-to-play games. If the servers aren't up, you can't get on it a lot of times. So yeah, basically this is it. You've got 6 different regions to like 100%. So in each region it's got Primus fights, which are, I won't show you that one, 33. So these guys here are Primus fights, ones with the special helmets, so they're a bit harder than the other guys. These are the guys like Mystery Challenger, Dual Sword Challenger, Heavy Hammer Challenger. They're just like random opponents, so you can keep fighting them as many times as you want. After you have fought them though, then they do have a cooldown period, so it's normally between, well, like 1 to 3 minutes. Normally once you fight the Primus fights, you can't fight them again. Now, to unlock some of the Primus fights, as you can see on this one, it says beat Ferox the Skull Collector, so that's probably this guy here, yep. And also on some of the fights, you see it says player dual swords, CPU two-handed sword in the top left corner. That means that you have to have a two-sword person in your team to be able to fight the two-handed sword person. So if I back out for a bit, I'll show you the different people. Also, you see the lethality down in the bottom left corner. Now if you lose a fight, then there's 2 things that can happen. If the person you're against has maximum crowd favour, then they can do a finisher which will kill you. If they don't have maximum crowd favour, then they can't outright kill you. If you lose, then you just have your character and you just fight again in another match. If you do lose, then the first time your character dies, then it's free to revive them, to bring them back from death. After the first time it's 500, after that it's 2000, and then it keeps going up and up until gradually it gets to gold coins. So you see up the top there we've got 12 gold coins. Get the gold coins from leveling up and beating people in the Primus matches. Next to it, silver coins, that's your normal currency, so you get that from every fight you do. And next to it, it says 8, which is what level I am, and then it's an experience bar next to it. Now if I go into, let's go back to this place, and then you see in this area, every fight you do is you get 5 silver coins, which means that if you're in a place that does 1 silver coin, once you finish the fight you won't get as many coins as you do in this place. But there's a trade-off between silver and fame, so you get a lot of money but you don't get a lot of experience. And something else as well, you see where it says the perk, Swift and Hearty, generation 2%. Each Primus match, and even some of these matches, like not Primus ones, will give you perks. So I'll go into the first fight that you have, just because he's a really easy dude. So most of the time we'll tell you who your opponent's going to be, like what weapon they're going to have, but other times it will be mystery fighter, and they're normally a bit harder, because I think the way this game is supposed to work is in a paper scissors rock type mechanic. Mechanic, is that the right word? Mechanism, whatever, gameplay sort of thing. So like dual daggers, they're supposed to be better against like sword and shield, and then say sword and shield is better against two-handed sword and that sort of thing. But it doesn't tell you which one's better against which, you just have to figure it out yourself. So you see on the characters here we've got different ratings. Now ratings made up of HP, defense and damage, and also the items that you have equipped on your character. So like you can see, all the characters have got the same like helmet, torso bit, pants and socks. So you start off with just your first guy. You start off with enough money to buy your first slave, and then after you've bought your first slave, you can unlock these different slots. You don't have to use gold on the first ones. It's staggered, so by your first slot it's like 500, and then it's like 1,000, 2,000. But now if I want to purchase any more, then I've got to pay with coins. Now you might think that you don't need any more character slots, but as I said, with some fights you need certain characters with certain weapons. So like you need a hammer character, because to get past certain Primus fights you need a hammer character to use. So I've only got one slot left, and there's two more weapon types. There's two-handed trident and two-handed sword, I think it's called, like a sword in each hand. So if I click on recruit gladiator, right, so first guy there, he's two-handed sword, and you see available perk slot, he's only got one, and he's 420 and his rating 16. So you can see here's 2020 coins, and he's got two perk slots because he's got a bigger build as well, and he's got higher rating, so he's got 10 more rating. Now with the perk slots you can get some really good ones. Like I've got one guy who's got daggers, and his two perk slots are one's got plus 4% attack speed, and then the other one's got like loads of other stuff. And you can see it says time until recruits refresh 29 minutes. So if there's not a character that you like, well, not so much like but need, so see, I can get a trident guy, dual swords, so they don't have sword and shield, and they don't have daggers. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either go into a fight, finish the fight, come back out and go into like this screen, and then it'll bring up different guys you can buy. Or if you click on there, refresh recruits, costs 5 gold coins, which is totally not worth it, because unless you want to pay for gold coins, like, because it's a free to play game, and you can use real money to buy gold coins, and gold coins give you an advantage over just playing through the game normally. So let's go back to my guys. And another thing as well is, obviously, because they're different weapon types, then they all have different attacks. So each character you have to learn the combos and play the game differently. So I'll play as Soren on this one. Click advance, and then you see his perks here. So like I said, each time you fight a Primus person, then you get a new perk. If you want to erase the old pack, it costs you 2 gold coins to do so. So it's a bit of a toss-up whether you pay the 2 gold coins, or you can just sell the character and then buy another character and then get the perks that way. Because I don't think there is actually anything you get from your character winning fights. Oh. Right, so here's the weapon. So like I said, at the moment I'm on level 8. Now this weapon will be unlocked at level 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So if you use your gold coins, you can buy weapons which are a higher level than you. So that means, like I said, if you want to pay real money, give yourself a little boost, then you can do so. But you can also just play the game buying gold coins, because all these are going to be unlocked eventually once you hit the weapon level. That's what I'm trying to say. So each character's got weapons. Sword and shield guy's the only guy who's got a shield to buy as well. And then with helmets, right, every character has a helmet. But the thing is, once you buy a helmet for your characters, then any one of your characters can wear that helmet as well. So all my characters are wearing the same helmets, chest armor, leg armor, and I think that's it. Pants might be something as well. So helmets, chest armor, leg armor, And if I have a look at the different ones, then they've all got different perks. So you see dodging, limited, average, excellent, damage resistant, 3%, planctration damage, which is just a button attack, it's a button. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then you've obviously got different ones. Some put your health up, some put your defense up, some will just put your damage up. So it's down to personal choice really. And that's the same for all the weapons, the helmets and everything. They always all have different stat bonuses. Some of them don't, but like I said, it's down to you. Like on some of the weapons or helmets, what don't I actually have the best on? Yeah. So on the chest armor, I've kept that one. Roll speed is slow, but it's got damage resistant of plus 5%, so I don't take as much damage. If I've got a higher one, roll speed goes up, move speed goes up, roll efficiency goes up, but then my health and my defense goes down, but the damage I do goes up. So I think chest armor, it's armor, so it should put your health and defense up, so that's why I've got that chest armor. So if I show you the boosts, you start off with 5 boosts on this one on your first character. So like I said, once you get your crowd favour all the way up, then you can do an assassination if you win the fight. Well, I say assassination, it's just basically you chop a limb off, chop somebody's head off or something like that. So with this boost you get 50% crowd favour, so you start off with 50%, and then you perform a certain execution. So it's called something different with each of the weapons. So with the dual dagger guy, it's hold still, and then you got the same sort of thing with face carver. So that's only 10%, 4% attack speed, blah blah blah. And then the expensive ones do really good stuff, like this one, 5 for 5 fights, earn 4,000 extra silver if you win, or 2,000 extra silver if you lose. So I'm not sure if the boosts are individual for each character though, because on my sword and shield guy, then I've still got, I think I've got 3 of these ones left, so you might have to buy them individually, but everything else is shared throughout your characters. So if we go into, oh, you can see on the right as well, fight record, so 17 fights, 14 wins, 10 kills, and it gives you a win ratio. So if we get into a fight, now the thing about this game is it's a beat 'em up game basically, and as I think the main thing with beat 'em up games is it's all about the gameplay. There's Tim. Hey Tim. Because if you don't have well, the whole point, the whole of the gameplay is the combat. So you use your right stick to roll and dodge back. You see that bar under my health? That's my roll and block bar. So it's left bumper to block like that. Oh, right. So yeah, I'll show you some of the commands as well. So each type of fighter, as you can see, dual daggers, 2 swords, blah blah blah, they've all got different combos. So on the right there you see it says low crit hit chance, high crit hit chance, and then combined inputs, you know, the normal stuff. So what this basically means is if you hit somebody with hit somebody with a crit, then they'll fall on the floor. Now part of the fighting experience, I guess, that you're supposed to use is taunting the opponents when they're on the floor, because when you taunt them, then your crowd favour goes up, but later on in matches you don't need it at all. You should be able to finish a fight without being able to taunt and keeping your crowd meter up as well. So let's actually get into this fight. So two-handed sword guys, this is basically all I do. mash Y. Look at that. Or hold forward, mash Y. And then they fall on the floor. You get a little bit of a health boost. Their health goes down to red. You see my crowd favour up the top on the left hand side, counting down. Now he's fallen on the floor, give him a taunt. Crowd favour didn't really go up there. Oh yeah, there's a parry system as well, so if you hit the same button as they press, so if you do a Y attack while they're doing a Y attack, it'll go into a slow motion mode. And then when you're in the slow motion mode, you can cancel out of your attack and dodge out of it, or you can carry on with your attack. So it's down to you really. You've got to judge whether you should dodge or carry on with the attack. Personally, I don't think the gameplay is that fluid that you can dodge or attack. I mean, the controls are really janky. Like, you do have a hard time of controlling the character, and the whole point of the game is that you're I think they're called Lannister. Oh, leveled up as well. Ideal. Yeah, you're a Lannister, so this is supposed to be your characters that you're sending out to fight. But when you're in all the different menus and stuff, then it refers to you as you are a gladiator. Like, well, you see on there it says test your gladiator's might against a mystery opponent. But when you're actually in the loading menus and stuff, then it refers to you as the gladiator. Now, I think the game should either put you as like a gladiator and make you the gladiator, or make you the Lannister or Lannister and like refer to you as so. But it doesn't, so you don't really get any like connection or immersion into the game, because you don't really care about these characters. I mean, sure, you kind of care a little bit. Like with this guy, he's my favourite guy because I can just mash away on the buttons and it's a piece of piss to beat everyone. Should get that. Damage goes up 4. Nah, don't bother. And yeah, because I'm quite a big fan of the Spartacus series. This is damage resistance. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Spartacus series, and I always thought it would be awesome if they made a Spartacus game similar to the Batman games. So the same sort of combat system, and then having like big arena battles and stuff, so you'd be fighting against like loads of different people. And then I thought they could carry on with the storyline, like, spoiler alert, Spartacus escapes and then he's out in the woods fighting people and stuff. And just, yeah, I thought it'd be a lot better if they followed that with a storyline. But yeah, so there's no storyline at all. It's just like, yep, here you go. You buy gladiators, get on, and fight your way through the arenas, I guess. I'm probably only about halfway through, maybe. Oh, I went on mystery opponent, I think. Fucking guys with spears. They just got such better range. That was a crit. Oh yeah, also you can see underneath where it shows your health bar and stuff, that's when your abilities are active. So I've got my plus 4% attack speed going. Oh, I'm just gonna mash this. So yeah, there's so much more they could have gone with the game. Oh, but I just don't think it's that enjoyable at all. I'm just doing the same stuff over and over. Come on. Yeah, like with these dagger guys, just mashing the Y button, and that's pretty much the same thing that happens with all the characters. You find a combo that you like, and then you just be using that. Oh, I didn't get to execute him. So, is the game worth getting? It's a free-to-play game. Is it worth downloading? Like, personally, nah, I don't think so. Game's not that enjoyable, and there's big gaps in difficulty. There's no gradual gap. I'm absolutely owning these guys at the moment because they're the first guys in the first section. But if I show you what I'm up against at the moment, where normally before you fight the guys, then it gives you a tip of what you need to do. Where is he? This guy. Oh, I've got a new one. Mystery opponent joy. So let's do this guy. I didn't read it. So, description. Wilhelm wields his family sword with unmatched prowess and ruthlessness. Instead of direct attacks, tried to counter his moves. So like I said, to counter somebody's moves, you've got to press the same button as them. Now, when you've got an option of 4 different buttons to pick from, and you're mashing away trying to hit the other person, what are the chances that you're actually going to hit this guy? See if I can get a better sword. Parrying, excellent. Waiting for this sword. So yeah, like I said, you've got to buy the swords individually, but everything else is shared. But the annoying thing is, you do have to equip all the stuff once you have bought it individually. So yeah, I've waited quite a while as well to do this like sort of review walkthrough, because on the first day of release there was about 2-3 minutes between each loading screen. So that was going into the first screen to choose your character, waiting for the character to load in another screen to go into the weapon. Here we go, look. Gotta try and parry this guy. That was a parry. Don't know how I'm winning. Normally he's fucking all over the place. Maybe there's been an update to fix him, because it was not this easy. Oh, that's more like it. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, with these fights later on as well. Fuck's sake. Nope. Yeah, with these fights later on, see they've got the well, he's got his bloody thing. Right. And this is another annoying thing that happens as well. You get the person's life down halfway, so the red bar's up, and then you gotta fucking deal with them being super ridic. Oh, I'm so gonna lose this. Dead. Now he's gonna execute me. This fucking little prick. Yeah, the controls are so bad. There's no real counter system, or it's like there's no connectivity, and you see with the graphics as well, absolutely shocking. Like, people in the background look shit. So yeah, like I said, it might possibly be worth a download. Me personally don't really think so. Just think it's a huge pain in the ass. But yeah, that's it for today's episode of free games. Keep checking back, because I'll be doing some more when they pop up on Xbox Live. I'm doing a few PC ones as well. So So that's it for now. Cheers then.
I just want to, couldn't stay in love with just a want to.